Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Sunday night, October the 19th. You guys know how Sunday night shows are my favorite shows because it marks the start of a week. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, Legends and Hall of Fame. We had a wonderful group Zoom chat earlier today. Nice to see. It was so great to see all of you. So yes, Legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anywhere else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever, ever, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. Subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section. You get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that the Canucks have won 3 in a row, like the fact that the Canucks are 4-2, like the fact that the Canucks, they're going to come home with a winning record on this road trip for sure. Even though they're losing all their players, which we're going to talk about. And like the fact that we continue to build a wonderful community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation like Swervin Irvin has done. He got the donation train out of the station. I'll get to that in a second. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. So I'm going to acknowledge Irvin's donation, and then I'm going to talk about what's going to happen on tonight's show, talk about what else I've been up to, and we'll get right into a recap of the game. So here's the $1 donation, and here it is just for you, a brand new Dono drop video. Here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So there we go. It's a little bit giggly, but that is the highly requested sack job on me, if that's the right term. So yes, that was from the 24-hour live stream. If you missed it, now you know. Basically, we did a tortilla challenge, and Jacob caught me in the nether regions, and I spit out the water. So last year was Kayla slapping me. This year is Jacob nailing me down there. And then I will not be making a Dono drop video of the makeup. You just have to track that down yourself. I think I saw Adam in here. Great to see you, Adam. Nice to see you back. Hope you're doing well. And nice to see everyone in here. Everyone that is, that's just kind of around and being here and supporting me. Very grateful to all of you. So once again, Swervin Irvin, thank you for the donation. Yes, the Clay Down Under. Love that new video. Ha. Love the new Dono video. I think I'm just going to do this one just for tonight until we get sick of it. Oh, too good. But glad you guys are all here, whether you're local, like I said, or around the world, like Bernd is for in Germany. When are we getting a Gail slapping Clay video? Well, that's got to happen first, and she's got to be willing to do it, which I'm sure she'd be very happy to oblige. Harry Ma with the monthly membership message. We're going to keep using this video just for tonight. So let's give some love to Harry using his monthly membership message for 26 months. Hi, Clay. How are you? Who do you think will slot in for Chytil, Lekkerimaki, and possibly Blueger for the next Canucks game? Do you think the Canucks will finish strong on the road trip? So yes, I do think they'll finish strong. When it comes to replacements, I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but really quickly, it could be Neil Zaman. Hopefully Brock Besser's back, and then we kind of see where we go from there. So thank you, Harry. Let's give Harry some love in the chat for being a member for 26 months. Adam Lee, welcome back. How does that happen? Adam Lee gifted a membership to Adam Lee. Now, maybe there are two different Adam Lees here, but we will figure that out. But yeah, that's interesting. I'm just trying to unhide a comment that one of our moderators accidentally hid. Maybe they hid it on purpose, but I want to put it back. Well, I can't. How come I can't? I should be able to override what the moderators do, right? But Pastor Dan, you asked, how is the nut tap not worse than Kayla's slap? Recalling that you guys are how is it not worse? No, it's worse. No. Actually, I don't know which one's worse, Pastor Dan. But yeah, that's a good question. I don't know which one is worse. Both had their moments for sure. But yes, now we got Kayla hurting me. We got the boys. So I guess now it's just up to get a video with Kayla. Adam, thank you for donating the monthly the membership gift, and it goes to another Adam. So I don't think you can gift to yourself. I don't know. So whether you're both Adams or one Adam, splitting Adams, like that joke. Thank you. Let's give Adam Lee some love in the chat. Nux649, let's go, Clay. Glad to be back. Canucks Road Legends. Thank you, Nux649. Thank you for the donation. So are you guys sick of that? Are you sick of that video? That's Sean's cackling laugh. So Nux649, thank you for the donation. Appreciate you being here. Come back anytime. Colin Whitehead uses a monthly membership message, member for 2 months. Says, hi, Clay. Any news on the Chytil injury yet? No, nothing official. And the Canucks actually have a day off tomorrow. I think it's a travel day, or they're at least taking the day off. So I don't know if we're gonna get any news tomorrow as well. But we'll keep our eyes and ears open. What we do know is that Tom Wilson will not be receiving any supplementary discipline. That's what was reported by Elliot Friedman earlier today. Colin Whitehead, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Adam Lee gives another membership, this one not to himself. We got Adam gifting a membership, and this one goes to Nux649. So thank you again, Adam, for your generosity, and welcome to franchise membership, Nux649. Let's give Adam some love in the chat. But we ain't done. I know people are saying, Clay, come on, get on with the show. But you know how much I honor and I want to recognize all of your generosity. Aside from Sean's giggling, you can actually hear the smack. Anyways, Jessica says, monthly membership message, 4 months. Thank you, Jessica. Hi, Clay. How do you think we'll play on Tuesday if we're down 3 forwards? Well, you get to replace them. So no one's suggesting that we're going to have to play with only 9 forwards, but it's the quality of replacement, which I'll get to in a few minutes. Thank you, Jessica, for being a member for 4 months. And then Dino drops the dono. Dino and Mother Mena with the massive $28 donation. Thank you to both of you. Appreciate you. And I'm very grateful to you. So now we look at the fictional leaderboard. No surprise, Dino's up top with 1,050, followed by Fangirl 675, Swervin Irvin 610, Skytrain Alfred 525, and Gerald 225. Those are your leaders right now. So thanks everyone for your generosity. I'll get to some of what I was going to get to now. Oh no, we ain't done. Legendary Carol Bovelander, I just keep laughing at Sean's laugh. Legendary Carol Bovelander, member for 4 months, but really for all 56 months or whatever. Hi, Clay. Thank you for always having my back. You got it. And thank you for your friendship. Everyone in the chat, You're always very near and very dear to your heart. Carol, we got your back no matter what. Thank you for being around and being so supportive of this community. You are a legend for sure. Really quickly, before I talk about tonight's game, and then we'll get into today's game, I should say, this morning's game, technically. So where I'm at with the channel, you guys know, it was actually Swervin Irvin who made the legendary Swervin Irvin who made the suggestion. Don't do goal videos every single game, goal breakdown videos, but do them for wins and losses. Because remember last year I was doing them only for Canucks wins, but I was doing them every Canuck win. And Swervin Irvin suggested, why not do them once a week? So that's what I'm going to do. So I've already released my first one. Then I'm going to release the second one either tomorrow or Tuesday, and then I'll be caught up. I'll cover games from Sunday to Saturday. So my first video included the win over Calgary, the loss over Edmonton. My next video, which I'll probably record tomorrow night, we'll recap the St. Louis loss, but the Dallas and Chicago wins. And then the win from this morning, the Washington win, that will be covered in the video for next week, because I like to count Sunday as the start of the work week or the Canucks week. So there we go. Thank you for the suggestion, legendary Swervin Irvin. I love that. Has a nice ring to it, right? Legendary Swervin Irvin. And then, look forward to those videos coming out hopefully on Sunday, Monday every week. But for this first one, as I play catch up a little bit, first one was on Saturday. The second one will be probably on Tuesday morning, and then we'll get on track from there. The line change, legendary line change with the donation. Down goes emo. Indeed, I did go down. Thank you, legendary line change, for the $2 donation. All right. Let's talk about today's game. I'll talk about the scoring. I'll talk about the box score. Then we will talk about the injuries. Oh, also tonight we are doing a high five giveaway, because we were talking about this in our Legends and Hall of Fame group Zoom chat earlier. I don't know if it was. I'm not sure if I actually said that we would do a high five from the 24-hour stream, but I'm pretty sure that we got one on Thursday night. Regardless, gonna do a jumbo size high five. Gonna give away 3 things tonight on the stream, and I'll make sure that I have that going by 11:30, so we're done before 12. All right, sounds good, sounds great. Tonight, what happened? We start with the Sedge VC, the Clay Edge Goal Visualizer commentary, and we start off by the first goal of the season from Elias Pettersson. Actually, let me just enlarge this a little bit. There, I think that's better. So some great work in the offensive zone by the Canucks. Pinched by Hronek, keeps the puck in right here. Then it goes down to the corner. Actually, no, it's DeBrusk actually brings it down. Then it gets past number 21. Then Garland finds Petey, and a quick shot past Lindgren. It's weird because Lindgren is a lefty, so he catches with his right. But I really like that play from a standpoint of Hronek puts some pressure here. DeBrusk puts it down the corner, somehow gets past this guy. Garland with the heads-up play to Petey, and Petey scores from really close range, but a nice quick shot, 1-0. And Petey even joked after the game with Olivia McDonald. He said, last game or 2 games ago, I put a puck past Demko, so it was nice to, or Demer, he said, so it was nice to score on the proper side. So nice to see that he can be a little bit funny about that. Then the crazy goal. Whoops. Oh, I probably just to make Michael. Now, how do I click out of that? This is the crazy goal. I should probably do a breakdown on this goal by itself. So Chytil drives the lane, a really nice play, and then he basically crashes the net. Then Carlson crashes the net while Kane crashes, and then Kane crashes not only net, but he actually cross-checks Tom Wilson. So Tom Wilson goes flying, gets up, and he cross-checks Evander Kane back. Meanwhile, you can't see the puck because it's underneath these 6 guys here. Then Lindgren tries to get a glove on it, tries to get out. Myers sneaks down, Hughes sneaks down, and then there, the puck kind of emerges from, look, this is kind of funny. We have 11 of the 12 players all in this radius. The puck sneaks out, and Tyler Myers sneaks down, and he scores his 100th goal of his career. So pretty cool. I think Tyler Myers is providing good value for $3 million. But yes, not much to see here aside from Chytil driving the lane. Then watch Carlson go in the middle, Kane go in the middle, then Kane gets flattened. While all that's happening, the puck comes out and Tyler Myers scores. So then Washington, understandably, well, I don't know if it's understandably, they challenged for goalie interference, whether it was Chytil, whether it was Karlsson, whether it was Kane, none of them found to provide interference. So then the Canucks get a power play out of it. So it's a double whammy, and the Canucks make them pay. John Shorthouse was just talking about Kiefer Sherwood on the top line because Lekkerimaki was out, Besser was out. So Lekkerimaki started the game, but he was out by here. And then, so it's a Hughes down to Garland, and then Garland puts it across, puts a low, hard shot on net, and it bounces out, and then Kiefer Sherwood picks up the garbage. Love to see it. Good for Sherwood. Garland always creating a nice secondary assist for Hughes. I don't need to see that one again. There's not much to see there, but it's awesome. The Canucks are up 3-0. Then we go to the second period, and the Canucks make it a 4-goal lead. And this one, so Myers made a great play in the neutral zone, which you won't see here. You might see when I break it down. Then Kane brings it over, and Washington tries to clear, and Myers makes another play right here to stop the puck. And then it kind of bobbles around. Then Kane just kind of forces the issue and kicks it over to Blueger, who then snaps it past Charlie Lindgren. And now it's 4-0. Great goal. Great effort by Myers. Nice, I was going to say hand-eye, but I guess it's hand-foot by, not hand-foot and mouth disease, but you know what I mean. Hand-foot by Kane. But you knew Washington just wasn't going to go away, quietly. And score effects, all those things. So Washington does get one before the end of the period. So it's a power play. And then you see Strome go behind the net, or Leonard go behind the net, bank pass all the way to Strome. And as much as I was mad at Wilson does you got to give him credit. A nice no-look pass to Leonard here. Demko makes an amazing save, stretches out, but then is down and out, and then Leonard's able to put the puck past him. And now it is 4-1. Then in the third period, our Abbotsford line, who played quite well, they did get caught for over a minute out here. They got caught chasing a little bit, and sure enough, it goes Sandin to Lapierre here. And Lapierre, a nice, it'd be a 2-on-1, right? You can see it. Mancini's the only guy back. Nice cross-ice pass. Obviously, Demko had no reason. Why was Mancini left on it all alone? Because Quinn Hughes actually jumped. So we look fine here, right? All 5 guys here. The 94, Karlsson can get 38. But then right here, Hughes jumps up. So you can see the issue. I guess maybe he didn't think Karlsson could get there fast enough. But now what you see is Karlsson's man, or Hughes' man, or Karlsson's man now in Hughes' area. It's actually a 3-on-1 when you look at it, and therefore an easy cross-ice pass. So now it's 4-2. And then with the goalie pulled, they score one more. Washington scores one more. So good pressure here. Karlsson takes a shot, goes wide, and then Strome gets it back to Karlsson here, goes in the middle, and then a one-timer. And actually, I can't tell if Demko was screened. I know Chychrun was waving at the puck with the stick, maybe distracting Demko a little bit, but I think Demko could have had that one. But the Canucks hang on, and they end up winning 4-3. Look at some of the stats. Washington shoots us 31-24. They outface off us 55-45. Both teams go 1-4 with power play. They have more hits. What? They only had one block shot, and we had 23? Well, that's the big difference right there then. I've never seen that. One block shot. That must be an error. We'll check on the box score. Then 19 giveaways and whatever it may be. They don't play again until January in Vancouver. So let's look at the box score real quick. And I just look at Washington only to see, no, they had one block shot to Dylan Strome. That doesn't seem right, but who cares? Let's look at the Canucks. Garland with 2 assists. He's the Canucks leader with 6 points in 6 games. We also had Pettersson with his goal, Sherwood with his goal, Blueger with a goal, Kane with an assist. So 6 of the 12 forwards got points. Kane is doing well in the plus-minus. He always seems to be on the good side, +2. He only played 5 minutes. We'll talk about that. Lekkerimaki only played 4 minutes. We'll talk about that. So big minutes for Garland at 22 and Sherwood at 23-15. PD at 18.5. Then you look at shots, 4 from Garland, 2 PD, 2 Blueger, 2 each for DeBrusque and Carlson. Blocks, 3 from Petey, including 2 on Ovechkin near the end of the game. That was pretty cool. Hito had 2 in only 5 minutes ice time. And then hits, 4 from Sherwood. So look at Pettersson's numbers. I like it. 2 shots and 3 blocks. Sherwood, 1 shot, 1 block, and 4 hits. And of course, his goal in a career high 23 minutes of ice time. Look at the D. Myers had 1-1 for 2 points, which is good. Hughes had his secondary assist that I talked about. And then Mancini only had 7 minutes. I don't think he was hurt. Well, he did get in that one fight, but they went with a shorter. Even DPD had 15. And then Myers actually had 26. Hughes had 25. And then we go from there. Shots, 3 from Myers. 2 blocks and 2 hits. Well, a really, really good game for Ty Myers. Look at that box score. 1-1, 2 plus 1, 26 minutes. 3 shots, 2 blocks, and 2 hits. 5 blocks by Marcus Pettersson. That is massive. That is massive. Nice to see the Canucks willing to lay out so much for their teammates. Demko makes 28 saves on 31 shots. Can't really blame him. Well, no, certainly not going to blame him. I think he could have had the third one. I don't think he had a chance on either of the first 2 goals. Okay, going to show you where the Canucks are at in the stand. So for the scores today, we got us beating the Capitals. Oilers losing again. Red Wings crazy start. And Ducks get a point in overtime. And then this doesn't really matter, but the Mammoth beat the Bruins. Now we look at the standings. Way too early, of course, to get too excited. But you look in the division, and the Canucks are third in the division. And third, even taking in account games in hand, they were 2 points behind Vegas. And then Seattle can actually tie Vegas with a win in their next game. So Seattle's quite... I think the 2 teams that are surprising here, Seattle should probably be Edmonton's record, 2-3-1. And then Edmonton should be Seattle's record at 3-0-2. Finally, look at the stats, and you look at the points. It is Connor Garland, like I mentioned, who is 6-6. Then Hughes with 5. So Hughes, it's been a quiet 5. Would you agree it's been a quiet 5 points for Hughes? But he's almost a point per game. And then Sherwood with 4, and then a bunch of guys with 3. I mentioned Evander Kane, good in the plus minus. That's what I thought. Yeah, Petey's +4, and Kane is +3. Those are your high plus minus guys right now. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about the injuries. So Lekkerimaki goes shoulder to shoulder with someone. So it could be a shoulder, it could be a collarbone. So that limited to only 4 minutes. Hito gets hit by Tom Wilson, originally called a 5-minute major, then reduced to no penalty. They actually said it's a good hockey play or good hockey hit. I think we could debate. It could have been late. I think it was 2 strides and then he hit him. Could have been a minor penalty, if not a major. But regardless of what the penalization was, the bigger concern is Filip Chytil himself. He's had 4 or 5 concussions that we know of. So much was riding on him. We want him to be healthy for him. We want him to be healthy for the Canucks center depth. And the hit, and then we were talking about this in my members chat today. The hit was shoulder to chest. It did not hit him in the head, thank goodness, even with how big Wilson is. But you can still get a concussion by not getting hit in the head, whether it's a jarring motion, and that was certainly a jarring motion. So yes, unfortunately, he's one of the best hitters in the game, and Tom Wilson's one of, whether you call him dirty or a good hitter, whatever, we're not penalized. We can't do anything about that. I'm more concerned for Filip Chytil's health. So that was very concerning for sure. I'm going to put that in the poll question right now. I'm really curious. Let's say this: Tom Wilson's hit on Filip Chytil. And I'm going to give you all options. It was clean hit. It was a clean but late 2-minute penalty. Dirty hit. 5-minute major. Okay, vote of the poll. I'll give you 3 options: clean hit, clean but late, dirty hit. I would love to know what you guys think. Try and be as unbiased as you can, but really do whatever you want. Yeah, most people are saying it should have been at least interference, a 2-minute penalty. And I would not disagree with that. And then Teddy Blueger, who just came back last game from a minor knee injury, did not play the last 6 minutes of the game. He actually went down in the offensive zone. So, and then remember, this was without Brock Besser, who did not play for personal reasons. So Adam Foote said after the game that he expects Brock to be back very soon. So whether that's Tuesday against Pittsburgh or Thursday Nashville, we'll see. So Brock should be back. So I think Brock just comes in for Lekkerimaki because Lekkerimaki came in for Brock. So that's simple. If Chytil's out and if Blueger is out, then your centers now are PD and then one of Sasson or Ratu on the second line, and then one of Sasson or Ratu on the third line. And then you need a fourth center, whether that's Niels Oman or whatever. So think of Niels Oman comes in for Blueger. Ratu can play center. I'm just trying to think, how did the Canucks line up today? If let me just check something real quick, and then we can kind of parse out what a line might look like for the Canucks. So with Besser out, and before obviously the guys got hurt, the way they started the game was this. They started it DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Garland, and then Kane with Chytil and Lekkerimaki. Okay, so that's your top six. Then Blueger with O'Connor and Sherwood, and then Sasson with Karlsson and Baines. Okay, so if in the worst case scenario, if Chytil and Blueger are out, then you bring in Ratu, and then you bring in Niels Oman. Okay, so your lineup could look like this next game. Let's presume Besser is in for Lekkerimaki. You could do a top line of either DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Garland, or let's say it's Kane, Pettersson, Garland. Well, I think basically your top six is going to be Pettersson and Ratu, and then Garland, Besser, DeBrusk, and Kane. Some combination of that. Then your Abbotsford line becomes your third line. Then I think you go Sasson, Baines, and Karlsson as your third line. Oh, no, maybe not. Or you move Sasson up to play with Sherwood and O'Connor, a very fast line. And then you bring Niels Oman in. Or you just put Niels Oman in between O'Connor and Sherwood. That would be the least disruption actually would be to bring Oman in between Sherwood and O'Connor and then keep Sasson with Karlsson and Baines. So that's presuming that there's no Lekkerimaki, presuming that there's no Blueger, and presuming that there's no Chytil. I think it's Besser, Ratu, and Oman that come in. Your top six is Pettersson, DeBrusk, Besser, Garland, Kane, and Pettersson, Garland, DeBrusk, Kane, Ratu, and Besser. And then your bottom six would be Sherwood, O'Connor, Oman, Baines, Sasson, and Karlsson. That's what I think the Canucks are going to do. But we will wait with anticipation to see what the injury update is to all three of those players. Joseph Labate could be a good call up. He is big. He is strong. He gives you some experience and some size. So that's fair. That is a completely fair comment for sure. Okay, so it's going to open up talk about trading for a second line center again. Kind of highlights that it was really bad that we weren't able to do so in the offseason. But Patrick Alvin and Rutherford said they didn't like the prices. And the prices are only going to get worse now, right? Because people aren't going to do the Canucks a favor. They're going to know that we are desperate for a second line center. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Ratu's time to shine. Perhaps for sure. All right, I will do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then I got to plug something in real quick. I'll do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then I will launch the contest, and then I'll answer your questions while we accumulate entries for the contest. Then we will draw the contest winner. Just plugging in my other laptop, you guys. Sorry you had to see my armpit there. Well, you didn't see it, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's go. I will definitely get to a lot of your comments and questions, but let's start off by thanking my primary sponsor. That's Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsors, Gassy Jack Art. Check him out at gassyjackart.com. And he creates the artwork that you see behind me. Thanks to Mulligan Golf Company. Check them out at mlgngolf.com, golfing accessories and apparel. And thanks to my supporting sponsor, Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Okay, some announcements now. First, my shows this week. Canucks After Dark tomorrow at 10. Parker's already warning me he's going to be in a bad mood if the Mariners lose because he's a Mariners fan. Then I'm going to do an open house at 11:15. Going to do an open house at 11:15 on my channel. Tuesday night, after the Canucks play Pittsburgh, I will do a show at 11. Then Wednesday, I'm going to do a tentative members live stream because I'm working a big event that night. I'm not even doing my church stuff, and I'm not convinced I'll be home by 11. But we're gonna tentatively set that for now, and then Thursday will be a regular stream after the Canucks end off their road trip in Nashville. So those are my shows this week. Reminder, you can subscribe, you can like the video, leave a donation, gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. And I feel like giving away 5 memberships myself. So I think I'm going to do that right now. Right now, membership gifting. Oh no, I have 5 more. I'm going to do it next Sunday. Forget it. I take that back. I'm not going to gift any memberships. I'm going to do that next Sunday. Boy, that was really bad. But yes, I will save it until next Sunday. Looking at the fictional leaderboard, still Dino, followed by Fangirl, Irvin, Skytrain, Alfred, and Gerald. Same order as after that first rush of donations. And thank you, everyone. You guys have been very generous tonight already. We played that dono video, I think, 10 times already. You just didn't want to do the dono. I know. I'm happy to do it for sure. By the way, I did I ended the poll, and you guys are saying 74% of you said it was a clean but late, so 2-minute penalty for interference. 22% of you are saying dirty, should have had a 5-minute major, and 4% of you agree with the referees saying it was a clean hit and therefore didn't need to be penalized. All right, friends, let's launch this contest. I'll show you what you are trying to win. So this was triggered from the high five from Thursday night show, and today I'm going to give you a chance to win a $25 gift card to Vanbase, a $25 gift card to Amazon, or a 30-minute Zoom call with me. So you might, probably not going to do reverse elimination, probably just going to draw straight and then have 3 winners. So $25 to Vanbase, $25 to Amazon, or $30 to me. By the way, if you were a winner from the 24-hour live stream, I got to reach out to all of you. I'll be doing that this week. One of those seven winners. Please enter the contest only once. Do not use multiple names, screen names, email addresses, or phone numbers. You guys have been pretty good about that, so thank you. And I'll be drawing the winners at the end of this stream. Okay, so I will put the link in the chat right now. I'm going to leave this open for 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes to enter. I'll do 13 minutes. Because we'll do a quick, so 13 minutes. There we go. tinyurl.com/CCC October 19. And I'll put it up on the screen once. If you're a visual person, it's right here. tinyurl.com/CCC October 19. I'm just going to click on it right now. I always like to test it to make sure it is working. It looks like it indeed is working. So I'm going to give you 13 minutes to enter the contest. No excuses, no additions. If you don't get in, you don't get in. Okay. Before we get going, we get to see the dono drop video at least one more time because Skytrain Alfred comes through with a $5 donation. I'm just going to move his the the comment just so you can see this in its full glory, and I'll put it back on. Here we go. So let's give some love to Skytrain Alfred. When number 72 comes back and gets injured again, do you think the Canucks will pull a Holter situation 2.0 where they take 72 out of the lineup the rest of the season? Good question, Alfred, but I don't think we know that until we know how serious this injury is. You know, in the best case scenario, he was just the wind knocked out of him and they held him out for precaution, maybe concussion spotter, whatever it may be. That's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is it's another concussion and he's out for, God forbid, the entire season. I'm not going to sit here and play doom and gloom, say he's done for his career. No one's saying that. We don't know. We don't know how bad it was. We don't know how he was feeling. I just didn't like the feeling of watching him get carted off the ice. So to answer your question, Alfred, I don't think we can answer it yet because we just don't know. We just don't know. Oh, I hope you get better, Shannon. I hope you get better. So instead of me going back, ask your questions again, you guys. So I'm going to go proactive and look. The automatic YouTube moderator, not you guys, but the YouTube is quite strict today with language. They're hiding messages that aren't even bad. If we got Zaka and he was on a line with, say, DeBrusk and Sherwood, I think he could be good. But yeah, Kadri's interesting. Oh yeah, I saw you guys talk about it earlier. I'm not a big Kadri fan, but it's contract year, right? I think for him. I think. Do you think the Canucks were too rushed to put Blueger back in, or do you think it's the right thing to do? Harry, my gut feeling and my hope is that they don't play anyone unless he's completely ready. He's ready. The doctors say he's ready. And anyone can get hurt at any time. I know it looks bad when someone gets hurt early or right away. So I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. But I can't sit here and honestly say in my heart of hearts that they rushed him back because we don't know what's going on there for sure. Hey, Chardal, nice to have you on the Zoom chat earlier today. Might know about Chytil more tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you, Tyler. Is it time for Chytil to consider retirement or maybe the team step in and sit him down? Wallach, great question. You know, Chytil was saying a lot of the good things over the summer, that he had a great summer of training starting with the end of last season. So we'll see. But yeah, out of all players to get rocked, it sucks that it was him for sure. Pajot, is he on the block? If the Canucks still had Horvat, would he be the second line center? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Thoughts on Kane having dinner with Kash Patel and then giving him his game jersey? Yeah, Ricky, I don't want to go there. I actually don't know a lot about Patel. I just know that a lot of people don't like him because of some of the things he said, policies he wants to do, his support of Trump. So I just don't want to go. I just don't want to go there in here. Language police is a new thing. Yeah, they've held back at least 2 messages that I didn't think that they had to. Canucks are 3-1 in the makeup clay area. That is an ugly picture, but I will take it. Thank you. If the Canucks don't need to right now, I don't think they should trade and get fleeced. That's a great point, and kind of leads to what we were talking about earlier, or stems from what we were talking about earlier, is other teams know that we have no bargaining power. Hey, Ron, any team sellers at this point? It's kind of early, right? It's kind of early in the season for sure. Exactly. Every team needs a 2C. I like the idea of Zaka because he's a big body center on a good deal for 2 years. Yep, that's true. And I know I won't say the Canucks were linked to him, but his name did come up in the off season for sure. All right, 9 more minutes, you guys, as we, I just want to see how many people have entered already. Let's see. What do we got? Whoa, 36 entries already. Yeah, we're definitely not going to do reverse because we want to get out of here before midnight. Cost to acquire him would be fairly cheap. Feeling better after my night. Good. What is a nitro spray? I think Kane has gotten better. He still, the first couple games, I thought he looked slow and he was careless with the puck. Even tonight, I think you're always going to have a giveaway or 2 a game with Kane. But I notice he's involved in every post whistle scrum. Great teammate. He caused havoc on that Tyler Myers goal. I think he's been good. Who would get the call up from Abby? I think Neil Zaman is first. I really think. But then someone mentioned Joseph Labate. I have time for that as well. Before the road trip, we were hoping the Canucks would get at least 3 wins or 2 loser points. Now with 3 wins in the bag, what are the expectations? I think they could sweep, but maybe not with a depleted lineup. They should win one of the next 2. To come back 5-0 would be amazing. To come back 4-1 or 4-0-1 would be great. Even if they lose both in regulation, which I don't think they will. If they come back 3-2, that's a successful trip. But keep going. You already won the first 3. Keep going for sure. Buffalo could be a seller. Canucks still looking not so stable as they should, or is that just about the defense? No, I think it's more of a function of poor starts as opposed to poor D, because I don't think, even in that 5-2 game against St. Louis, I think one of them was an empty netter. I don't think the D was horrible. I do think, having great goaltenders in Demko and Lankinen help a lot. I think the D is okay. I do think they're missing Forbert's veteran presence, though, for sure, because it's been PD and Mancini the last 2 or 3 games. But overall, I think they've been okay. Gerald says they traded for Kane because they messed up on Pia Suter, perhaps. Did you watch the game? Yes, I watched it this morning. I don't mind the early ones. It's funny. I'd like to think my mood doesn't change if the Canucks win or lose, but I was in a good mood because the Canucks won. I'm not gonna deny that for sure. I didn't mind it. If the Sabres suck again, is the only thing we get Tage Thompson? Oh, that'll cost a lot. For sure. Hey, Helen. We were linked to. I like Christian Dvorak. Nitro spray is a spray that ambulance gives people who are having chest pains and heart problems. Ah, gotcha. Well, it's sad that you have to have it, but I'm glad that if it helps you, for sure. Colin's not big on Dvorak. What's your opinion on who Vancouver should get and target? Who'd be a good fit on this team? I don't know. I think you ride it out a little bit. I really do. Unless both Chytil and Blueger are out long term, then you have to do something. You're simply not going to go that far with PD, Sasson, Ratu, and Amon or Labate. But if one of those guys comes back, I think you can ride it out. If they landed Dvorak, we wouldn't have Besser. Good point. How do you feel that Chytil, every time he starts playing well, is on his game, he gets hurt? Yeah, he had a good start. It's really, really sad. And we're not blaming the player at all. There's just guys that have bad injury luck, and he is one of them. Which player hasn't scored their first goal yet for the Canucks? Oh, I just had this up. Who hasn't scored yet? Has O'Connor scored yet? I didn't think O'Connor has scored yet. I don't think Baines has scored yet. Yeah, I think those two at least. And a few of the defensemen. If there's a seller, it'd be the Flames. They are bad. Alex Tuck, even though it means we trade a couple of young guys, we might be forced to trade for someone. Irfan, that's a great point. Yeah, the injuries may force their hand. I like Tuck. I think he's a good player, good size for sure. Trevor's main talking point during his stream tonight was Labate. That's fair. I've definitely, he's doing well in Abbotsford. I think he's got 3 points in 4 games. Sent you an email. All right, I'll look at it after. Kane has been better on the penalty minutes. Oh, you mean not taking penalties, you mean? Alex Tuck has been linked to Vancouver because his wife is from here. I can't check it right now. I'll know if you entered the draw, then trust that you're in. We need a center more than a winger. Oh, Kane hasn't even scored yet. Thank you. Tuck, maybe a Canuck. He's been linked to Vancouver because his wife's living here. Yeah, a couple of you guys mentioned that. That's interesting. McDavid hasn't scored yet. No, I drifted in the third period, to be honest with you, because I had a late night. Yes, I was drifting a bit in the third period. It's hypothetical, but if the Pens sell out, you think Malkin makes sense short-term considering his relationship with previous management? Yeah. I just don't think they're going to trade Malkin, Crosby, or Letang. Just my gut feeling. What are we at now in terms of entries? We've got 3 more minutes, you guys. Now they're still at 36. What happened? Everyone must have entered right at the start. Marcus Pettersson had scored yet. Yeah, a bunch of the defensemen for sure. Love for Shannon D. Svechnikov's 4th liner. What? Next game, Jessica says Sarah. What did you think of the puck drop by Kane in the last minute of the game? What do you mean puck drop? See, I was awake for the last minute, so what do you mean puck drop? And I'll answer it. Hey, Murray, always glad to have you from New Zealand. Obviously they've started off well on the road, Harry. I hope they've only played 2 home games. They're 1-1, so hopefully they play a lot better than last year. Alex Tuck is looking for 11 million. What per season? No. Oh, drop pass. Yeah. I didn't like it. Yes, they had a chance to gain the neutral zone, go for the empty net, and he put it back in his own zone, right? Sharks play the Islanders coming up. Gotcha. Drop pass in his own zone. I remember that. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, it's funny. This is the poll question, Kyle. I'm not sure if you saw it. Maybe you're too late. I thought it was clean but late. So I would have given 2 minutes for interference. Yeah, Kane did pass. Yeah. It's just worse because we know Chytil's injury history. Kane empty net, but passed the puck backwards. What was he thinking? Yeah, great question. Yeah, that drop pass. Oh, to get a better shot. Nah, just make sure you don't give away the puck, for sure. Here we go. Kane, Carlson, Ratu, Doc, Baines, Forbert, MP49. So DPD, Mancini haven't scored. Thank you for that. Harry, good question. Yeah, but too soon to answer. I think it really depends on how well the team is doing. There we go. Probably depends on where they are in the standings. 10 million. You're looking north of 11. Wow. Thank you, Puck Me. That is crazy. All right, guys. I am going to close up. Oh, I'll answer this. Do you think you could have ever? Yeah, I've done handstands before. I can definitely do a headstand because, 3 points of contact. I can still do a headstand. Actually, since I've lost 20 pounds, I can definitely do a headstand. Handstand, probably not going to hold it that long, but I've done handstands before for sure. Okay, friends, I'm closing off the contest now. So if you got in, that is great. If you didn't get in, too bad. I'm going to do... Hold on a sec. Responses. Oh, good. Someone just got in as I was doing this. So I'm going to download this now. I'm actually not going to put a video on because I always copyright myself. So, so give me a couple minutes. You just got to stare at me as I click a bunch of things here and get this ready. But I should be pretty quick now. Download. Good. Just got to open this up. Just got to make sure that no one cheated and added themselves multiple times. And if we're okay, then we're going to be okay. And I'll be ready to do this in the next 2 minutes. So talk amongst yourselves. Maybe you put in the chat if you think the Canucks, how they're going to finish off the road trip against Pittsburgh and against Nashville. Meanwhile, I'm just looking at this one more time. Looks good. No cheaters. What does that mean? It's weird. It doesn't, this thing doesn't pick up some of the symbols that you guys use. So there's one. You'll see what I mean in a second. Oh, good. Missy's here. Awesome. I like seeing the names of people that are here, like they enter, but they don't say anything in the chat, which is fine. It just means that they're not around. I don't want to say they're lurking. Lurking sounds like it's creepy. Maybe they are lurking. Who knows? All right. I'll be ready in 30 seconds. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Paste that. Great. Okay. Now I go to here. I think waiting for a minute is worth it. A chance to win all these prizes, right? Right. Okay, wheel of names. Let's go. Let's go. Dino, you asked me if you were in, but I actually don't see you. And given that you give me $30 every stream, and you did ask, weird. Okay, Dino, I'm going to add you to this. Sometimes silent observation is allowed. Sometimes I have the feed on audio when I'm commuting home. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, SkyTrade now. Oh yeah. What do you think? Oh, take the link down. That makes sense. I closed the link off. I hear what you're saying. That's a good suggestion actually. I can just delete this message. All right, it's gone. Okay, friends, I'm going to pop this up now. I'm sure I pushed it. No problem, Dino. Yeah, but you should get a... Yeah, dude, were you on your phone or were you on your... Were you on something else? Doesn't matter. We'll get you in. We'll get you in for sure. So I'm not going to do reverse because there's 40 people in here and I want to get done by midnight, but I will customize this. So Strength of the Titans, that's fine. We'll go 20 seconds. That's fine. After spin, congrats. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Here's the wheel names. And this, I'll make it a tiny bit bigger. How do I? Oh, there. Ooh. There. Okay. And then you're on your mom's iPad. Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. Oh, hold on. I forgot to randomize the names in front of you guys. So 40 people randomizing. Who's this person? Why is this ad popping up? Randomize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we're going to keep it like this so you can see the names too. It doesn't have to be too big. And then finally, this is what you are playing for. 25 to Vanbase. 25 to Amazon. 25, 30-minute Zoom call with me. So if you win, I will give you first choice. And if you're not on the stream, then it defaults to, the next person. We'll figure it out. You guys ready? Here we go. This is what we were playing for. Either $25 Vanbase, $25 to Amazon, or 30-minute Zoom call with me. Here we go. First spin. Not reverse elimination. You want to see your name. Anthonia, congratulations. Are you in the chat, Anthonia? I'll give you a minute. Anthonia, are you in the chat? Congratulations. So that's one. Jeremy almost won there, but Anthonia wins. We'll see if Anthonia is in the chat. Harry says, why am I so nervous? I don't know. That's a you issue. I'd get nervous too. Antonia, 15 more seconds if you're around. If you're not, no problem. I will email you. And you're here. Do you have a preference? You can't believe it. Well, you won. Do you have a preference? And I will not get offended if it's not the Zoom call. In fact, whoever's third place, you're not stuck with the Zoom call. If that's indeed third, you can get one of the other two things. Antonia, do you have a preference as to what you want? $25 of Vanbase, $25 to Amazon, or 30 minutes of my time? Please type in the chat. Please type in the chat in the next 30 seconds so then we can keep moving. What is your preference for prize? I know, Jeremy, so close. Amazon, you got it. You got it. So Amazon is now gone. So the last two prizes are 25 to Vanbase or 30 minutes with me. But if you don't want me, then you can get Vanbase or Amazon. Here we go. Prize number 2. I believe that was Anthonia's first time winning, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that this is Kyle's first time winning, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm happy when anyone wins, obviously, but I'm very happy when it's people that that we haven't seen win before. So congratulations, Kyle. Kyle, do you want $25 to Van Base or 30 minutes Zoom call with me? And again, no offense taken if you want the Van Base. Seriously. We'll see what the third person says. Actually, I should actually put so we'll wait for Kyle. 30 minutes of Van Base or $25 with Clay. Okay. Kyle says, love you, Clay, but I need a new hat. That's fair. And I'm presuming you're not going to get it with me. So all good, all good. So this is the funny part now. Some people would take the Zoom call, just not Antonia and Kyle, and I'm okay with it. So this last one, we're drawing one more, and I'm going to give you the choice of any of these, the other two things if you do not want the Zoom call. Here we go. Last one. Steven Adams. I think that is a new name too. So congratulations to Steven Adams. Steven, are you in the chat? If you're in the chat, please let me know as I wrap up here. If you're not in the chat, I will email you, no problem. But Steven Adams, are you in the chat right now? Just gonna scan the chat. Just going to scan the chat real quick. And if Steven is not here, no problem. Okay. I will do the wrap up to my show now. And if I see Steven, oh, you're here. That's you? Okay. I trust you. How come I trust you, Steven? Because I still got because you put Steven Adams, but now you're Vaporeon Gaming. And now okay, no, I trust you because I still gotta email you. Okay, Steven, do you want the Zoom call with me, or do you want 25 Van Base or 25 Amazon? Can you type in the chat real quick? And again, no offense if it's not the Zoom call with me. Put in the chat, Steven, and then we will finish off the show. Well, thank you. I'm glad you love the channel. I think you're setting me up though to not take my Zoom call, which is fine. No, I did not know about Vaporeon being the most redacted Pokemon. Erwin, I have no clue what you just said. I don't know what redacted means. Van Base, no problem. All right. So Van Base to Vaporeon and Kyle, and Amazon to Antonia. Very, very good. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, legendary Swervin Irvin, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support. Thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, like the video, subscribe. You can leave a late donation. I want to thank my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond today. We watched the dono video of me getting sacked 11 times. Swervin Irvin with the donation. Harry with the Triple M. Adam gives a membership. Nux with the donation. Colin with the Triple M. Adam gives a second membership. Jessica with the Triple M. Dino with the big dono. Carol with the Triple M. Line Change with the dono. And Skytrain Alfred with the dono. You guys are all amazing. Add it all up. The winner of the Fictional Leadership Board today is Dino. Skytrain Alfred comes in second. Swervin Irvin comes in third. Fangirl comes in fourth. And Gerald comes in fifth. But, we ain't done. Swervin Irvin gifts a membership, and it goes to Duolingo. So welcome to franchise membership Duolingo. Thank you, Swervin Irvin, for the franchise gift, membership gift. Let's give some love to Swervin Irvin in the chat. So when that happens, does he move up? No, still in third. So it's Dino still wins. Skytrain Alfred comes in second, and Swervin Irvin in third. Fangirl in fourth. Gerald in fifth. All right, enjoy Blue Jays Mariners tomorrow. Then come see what kind of mood Parker's going to be in after the game. Thanks to all of you for being here. The Canucks win 4-3. They lose 3 players. And we're going to find out over the next couple of days just the health of those players and just what kind of call-ups and adjustments the Canucks will have to make. Thanks, everyone. Congratulations to the winners. I'll take care of you guys in the next couple of days. As always, stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. By the way, how do you know when you're a bad driver? Well, it's when Siri says, in 200 meters, stop and let me out. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.